Wolves at home, bottom of the league, on course to be the worst team in Premier League history. You're expecting us, who are top of the league, to go in and put a 4-5-0 performance to absolutely, dismantle them, embarrass them. Probably better what Man United done when they put 4 past them. You're expecting a nice, comfortable evening, and we got absolutely nothing relating to that at all. Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. That was an absolute disgraceful win. I'm more annoyed about the performance than I am happy with the win. And look, I've been on this channel and I've been annoyed at performances when we've won, particularly last season. There was quite a few of them where we didn't play well at all. I think one that comes to mind is probably something like Southampton, Leicester. There probably are some other ones there. That's probably most of the season, really. But this game in particular, we hardly threatened bottom of the league and possibly the worst team in Premier League history. Wolverhampton Wanderers, if anything, were the more threatening team. They had the one-on-one that, I think, was it Hwang? When our team caught up to stop that. That was the only shot on target, I believe, in that first half. And it was from them. They were the more threatening side. Yes, we had a lot of the ball. However, there's having a lot of the ball and dominating possession, and there's doing absolutely fuck all with it. And we were doing the latter. We were doing fuck all with it. I was watching this game in the car because I had to keep me awake because I had a long. I was in a long car journey home with my mum who was driving, so I wasn't. I didn't really have much energy, and I'm thinking, right, I'll keep the game on because I need to watch something to get to keep me awake. And if anything, that put me to sleep. That game was diabolical. I'm going to go through all the players one by one. David Raya didn't really have a lot to do. The goal wasn't really his fault. It was more Hincapié, who, to be fair, for the majority of the game, I thought was decent. Made a couple good blocks as well. And in that one moment, he let his man run across him, and he's got to hold that for the goal. Saliba didn't really have a lot to do, to be fair. Ben White came off injured. Timber was in quite a few positions. That's one thing I don't get today. There were so many defenders that were in random positions. It was really annoying me because whenever we did lose the ball stupidly, which we did a lot, they were able to have about 2 people up the pitch, and they were actually trying to go forward the longer the game went on. Lewis Skelly had to come on for Ben White, who actually, I think Lewis Skelly played really well. He was making some good driving runs forward. He was actually defensively solid at the back for once, and that's something we don't really associate with Miles Lewis Skelly. So you got a big up to him. The midfield, I'll start with Eze, anonymous. Riley got taken off. He was an absolute passenger. If you wanted an in-depth analysis on his performance, I genuinely couldn't tell you because he was that invisible. Zubimendi was getting the run around again. A lot of Zubimendi's games haven't been really great this season. I do think he will come good. However, you can tell the Premier League is way too fast-paced and way too... the game's bypassing him. I think that's the best way to put it. Declan Rice has done all he can. But this guy looks gassed out, and I'm telling you now, he is the next person to go down with an injury because he has played so many games. There's hardly any games that he's not played where, just give him a little rest here and there. That has never, ever been the case because this guy is always playing. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes down injured in the next couple of games because that's the way it's going in a minute. And even when we scored the winner, you can tell that, look, he was heavily breathing when that goal went in. You could tell, and even looking at his face, he was completely out of it. Martinelli, trash. Saka was probably the best out of a bad bunch, but he got better as the game went on. I was surprised I actually saw him taking his man on down the outside for once when he put that ball across in the first half. But apart from that, it was very lacklustre. And then the man up front, Victor Gyökeres. I'll be real, I am losing my patience with this guy. I do think the system doesn't benefit him at all, but at the same time, he's just up front doing a square root of fuck all. But like I said, I do think that it's a mix of the system and him. I do put it more down to him in recent games because he's just up there being a statue. His touch has been all off recently. There was a couple of times where he did drag us off the pitch, but yeah, he didn't really do a lot. And I think he had about 4 touches in the first half. I saw that come up on the graphic on the TV channel. He had a chance where he rolled the defender and dragged it wide. That was probably his best effort the whole game. He put a ball across to, I believe it was it Martinelli? The first half, I think that's it. But apart from that, this guy's not offering hardly anything. Mikel Merino offers more up front than this guy at the minute. But yeah, he's had a run of Aston Villa, Club Brugge, and last night, sorry. Yeah, he's only just come back from injury, but he's got to be doing a lot more. And I'm telling you now, this, like, the way we attack in general, especially to this team, it's worrying. The fact that we couldn't even deal with a bottom of the league side, and like I said, I keep saying this, but I'm going to say it again. These lot are on course to be the worst team in Premier League history. That sounds mad to say considering how we performed tonight, but last night, sorry. But yeah, Leandro Trossard came on, had a few good spells. Had one where he should have probably just hit it first time and he tried to control it and then took a heavy touch and then it went out for a goal kick. Erdegaard came on, weren't really that effective. Obviously Lewis Skelly came on as well. And am I missing anyone? Gabriel Jesus, of course, that can I forget, and he actually played really well when he came on. I thought the goal was his, but on the replay it looks like it came off there, Mosquera. But yeah, I'm not even spoken about the goal. It came from a set piece and it was lucky. That's it. Wolves scored 3 goals and lost 2-1. That's going to be the title. The worst team scored 3 goals and they still lost. I'm going to put that. That's why they were the better team on the day because they were the better team, let's be real. And the one thing that really pissed me off last night as well was the fact when it was 1-0, we were backing off Wolves at home with 10 men. I repeat, we sat back against Wolves at home. Not with 10 men, sorry. We sat back 11 men behind the ball against Wolves with 10 men. I had to say that again because in your head, it sounds a bit weird, but when you say it out loud, it sounds even worse. But yeah, I've had a bit of time to dwell on that performance. That was disgraceful. A disgraceful win. I mean, that might even be the title, actually. But yeah, we've got Everton away next week, and I've heard that they're not going to have some of their main hitters, which might go our way. But at the same time, away from home, our first game at the new Goodison Park, or whatever it's called now. Buckle up, people. It's going to be a long, long Christmas, and yeah, there's only one way this is going if we keep playing like that. Like, sub and share, do whatever you got to do, and I'm out.